Hey, Dana here, and welcome to my vlog. And this will either be under tool time, around the house, or Dana's garage or something. But this was bought. My wife bought this for the barn to put power down there, so we don't have to run a long extension cord from my garage all the way down there. We got this at Harbor Freight. It was like $198 or something like that. And then she also purchased a 400-watt inverter to go along with this, because you're going to need the inverter to take that 100 watts and crank it up to 120 volts. So you can run whatever runs on 120 volts. You can add, this is one that you can add on more and more panels. And then to also, instead of, direct sunlight, to run the wattage during the day, at night, you're going to want to have a battery. So she purchased a small battery. Now, I recommend, if you can afford one, is a Marine. This here is a die-hard, and it's a deep cell. So you can drain it all the way back, all the way down, and then you can use the solar panels to charge it all the way back up again. That's the difference between a deep cell and a regular car battery. A car battery is not meant to be discharged all the way down and then charged back up. Your automobile battery is being charged by your alternator, and it's keeping it constantly charged. Car batteries are not meant to be discharged completely, charged back up. So that's the difference between those two. So if you get a couple deep cells and put them in series, then you're going to have a lot. You'll increase your storage of energy for when days there isn't any sun, or overnight, or whatever. But this can be run during the day. But if you're going to use it at night, you need to have a battery that you've charged to use that, run it through the inverter, and go from there. And the inverter is going to tell you how much voltage you're going to be able to use in a product is going to tell you how much voltage it needs. If it's got motors and stuff like that, it's going to have a startup voltage that it's going to need. So that's why you'll see when you're looking at items, you're going to see startup and then discharge. Let's see what we got in here. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, and then we got our installation hardware. I told the wife, instead of me, because this is a portable system, normally you got a permanent system, you'll mount it on the roof. But this is one of those portable systems that you take camping with you, or you take with you wherever you're going. So I told her I'd put it on a trailer, and she can tow it around the property wherever she feels she wants her electricity. Looks like we got a plug into the battery. We got some LED lights we can hang around. cables here. Like these. These are going to plug to the panels. This is plugging into your controller. Controller must be connected to a charged 12 volt lead acid battery to power the display. So these are going to be the cables that are going to the panels. These can be hard. These could also, I think they could also be hard mounted, but they're basically set up for camping use. There we go. So those are 4 going to that. Oh man. Oh, okay. Let's see. This looks like it's going to plug to here, like so. And then this one is going to plug into your controller. I guess you can put three plugs into this one, or maybe 4. 3 plugs. Looks like 3 plugs. And because that's on here, so that means 3. This setup looks like that setup alone, 3 of these. You're running 4, so 3 4 is 12 panels, so 3 times you can get 300 watts hooked up to this controller. What I'm understanding. Got some instructions for someone. Well, maybe these are out. Maybe this one, maybe that goes into here, and then you got 3 outward ports that this goes into. Plug in those lights. Alright. Get this set up here for a moment. Alright. Yeah, I think I found my solar panel kit. Alright. I've got a fully charged 12 volt battery right there. Gives you carriages. So those are all your mounting screws. Carriages. Okay, so this here is your press in and squeeze. Okay, you're gonna press this in that one there. Battery terminals. And you just unscrew those. Those go, it says positive, and then these 2, it shows the battery right here. Shows the panels, and then it shows the light bulbs. But you have DC outputs, plug-ins. So if you've got regular bare wires that have got these here, then you can put them in here. Your solar input, which is going to be this one here, is like so. We'll put the panels together. Let me get a screwdriver, and I will plug those alligator clamps on. and then we'll plug it into, attach it to the battery. She got a small, like you see on a tractor, tractor battery, or yard equipment. This has got USB plugs, excuse me, that you can plug in your phone or whatever, and then of course you got your DC outputs for those lights. I gotta find DC outputs, but, well, yeah, your plugs are gonna come out of here to the battery. Then you've got for your inverter. Then you're gonna come off of your battery, and then that's gonna plug into whatever your 120 item that you're trying to use is gonna go to. Okay, plug that real quick. This one tells you go in the battery. See the little screw? Undo your screws. That's going to be your alligator clip. Taking it out. And they so graciously marked your positive and your negative. And make sure you do the same when you plug it in. Positive and neg. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're good. Now, like it said, those lights might even run off of this now. Okay. So it said it has to be plugged into a 12-volt battery for these to work. So let's see. Let's stretch them a little bit. Okay. All right. There we go. I tell you, we got 12.5 volts running. All right. Now, just for the heck of it, let's see if one of the bulbs will work. Now, this is plugged into the controller, and then we're running the bulb. This is DC direct coming out. Oh, isn't that cool? Yeah. Woo! This baby's enough. That's enough. That's enough light. Right? Do what you need to do. And it's got a little. You got a toggle switch. All right, so that's and you can run three. You can run 3 of these off of it. Okay, so that's the controller. So all you basically can run off of that is those lights. Anything that'll run a DC. 12-volt DC off of it. Then you have, this is going to be your solar input. So that's going to come from your panels into here. And then it'll run, then that's going to run, actually what that's going to do now is it's going to charge my battery. Okay. So, once you plug those solar panels in here, it's now going to charge, now it's going to start charging the battery. This controller keeps the battery at a certain charge. So now when you want to use whatever, then in this case the lights, all you do is turn the lights on, and you're using it. If you got them on during the day and the sun out, it's going to charge the battery full, because the panels are going to bring in more energy than the bulbs are going to use in this case, and that'll keep the battery charged up, and then the excess can be used to run we'll run that, and I believe it will shut down. The controller will actually shut down voltage that it doesn't, it regulates your voltage. So takes care of that. It's showing me what the voltage on the 12 volts, 14 volts, 3.8. That's telling me what's in the system. So, with that said, let's go ahead and goes in here, and now this will be coming off of your panels, charging the battery and using whatever you want. You're going to use in the barn to plug other things in is you're going to use your inverter. Your solar panels you can use directly when the sun's out, and then at night, and that's what the controller does, is monitors and keeps the battery charged, and then you're able to run an inverter off of it up to 5 or 6, 10,000 watts. If you want to spend $5,000 or $10,000, you can do that. So this gives you just a quick analysis of what I just did. This is your splitter cable coming off of your panels, and that's going to connect to your DC, which goes in your solar input. And then on this side, what you just saw me do is I took the alligator clamps and I plugged them into your DC connection on your control panel. And then, of course, this is your charge controller. So when we get done, this is what we're going to have coming off each one of those panels. So let's see. Let's get these panels somewhat put together. We got lots of screws. A lot. But it's all set up. All wing nuts too. Okay, sweet. So let's see. We can disconnect that. I'm not worry about it now. Okay. So we need. Do not drop and do not step on. Okay. Oh, looks like the panels have their own standing. Okay. Looks like I said. I think all these panels have their own stand-up devices, and those there is what holds them together. Oh, wow, that's bright. Why you lit up? Okay. Okay. Okay, so this looks like it's got a back stand-up panel. Yes, it does. All right. Be careful. Keep my fingers. You don't have to lock out. They're close. All right. There's one. All right. So there we go. There's one. Okay. Now, what's gonna thing is now we got to get the. Just had my hand. Okay. This is one of those. In fact, I'm probably gonna turn it around. So, well, I get sunlight. It doesn't matter how it gets it. As long as it's got light, it's gonna charge. Okay. So now you see we'll take this and that'll connect to one of them. It doesn't matter. It's got some footage. Yeah. Oh. Okay, there's one plugged in. Pretty stubborn. Pretty sturdy. Okay. Okay, so those can lock completely out. Show it in here, lock completely out. Yeah. Yeah, they show these all the way out. I think they want to go all the way out. Got to be careful. I don't want to break. I don't want to break them or anything. So you have your screws. Got these brackets here. And they'll go down through. With wing nuts. And you'll hold them together. So I'm going to put 4 on here. And that's all these do. Okay. Pull this one down a bit. Let's see if we get 4 of them on here. These would be cool going camping. Now, those do show top and bottom, right? Yeah. Yep. That's top. That's why we got so many, because we do top. We can do top and bottom. Hold these together. Okay. Once you're standing up. Okay. Just gives you an example. That'd be topping. That's going to be top and bottom screwed together. Okay, let's get panel number 2 out. Actually, slide it back in here. We're not used to it. Okay. That would be good. Back in, I'm not loose. Okay, 2. Don't forget when you buy it from Harbor Freight, make sure you get the warranty on it. Wife got lifetime on this. Well, anything should happen, you drop it, break it. I'm screwing these together so they don't fall off the table. I'm going to do them all. I'm not doing the bottoms too. I'm just going to do the top. Okay. I know they're gonna fall off here. Two down. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. This one up. Okay. The system appears to be waterproof. No panels are. So if it's raining out, it ain't gonna hurt me. I need to do a project and get solar panels on my property and start saving some energy. I've gone through a couple of those companies that said they can, do solar panels and stuff, but every time they say I got to come up with $10,000 cash, and I do not have $10,000 cash. So if I can run around and find solar panels, individual solar panels, I can get my system set up with a controller. Doesn't matter, you got to have a controller, and then you also have to have batteries to run your solar system. You can also set it up so it's hooked to your internal breaker box, and as you're using energy, you can be putting it back on the grid. And NYSEG has to pay you for any energy. Oh, damn! Any energy. What you're not using, should I say. It's going back into the grid. It'll make it. You got to get a special meter. Special meter for that. So you just tell them that you want to start putting energy back in the grid. I'm gonna build her a trailer, and we'll put the panels on the trailer, and she can run around, and you can hook this up to. She can hook her anything she wants. I say, if you wanted to use an electric weed whacker or something like that, run your control panel off of that. Right now, down at the trailer there, I have my generator, little mini generator down there. They're all plugged into the controllers. Now again, it was as simple as I just did. Now we'll go back in here, down here to the controller, and I'll put the controller on the battery, so it will go. All right. 12 volts. It's actually, you can actually see it's charging my batteries. Okay, control charge settings. Notice controller must be connected to a charged 12 volt AC battery. Power display. Press display button to cycle display between the 5 different settings shown. Load button. Each of the below settings can be set manual by the user. To do this, press and hold display button while the setting is shown until the voltage display starts blinking. While the display is blinking, press the display button to increase settings. Press the load button to decrease setting. When setting is complete, press and hold the display button until the voltage display stops blinking. The set value will be saved by the controller. Depress display button again and cycle to the next one. So press the load button to toggle 12 volts power on and off. Press toggle to 12 volt output on or off. Oh, okay. Okay, we got 12 volt going out, so that turn it on, off, and then now going straight through. It's charging right now. You can see how it shows the panel going into the battery. So the battery is charging right now. Okay, 12 volt. Lights off. Okay, lights on. Oh, sure they're off. It'll blind me. So 3 DCs. 1. That's 2. Okay. You ready? You got to select excess power, outside power, which is that top button. There it is. Turn on, off, on, off. And then here's number 2. Alright. Here we are. You can actually turn it off from the controller because you have top button. Or you can manually turn it off with the switches. Okay. Yeah, those will light up the sky. They'll light up your area that you need. The brand new LEDs, so it'll take a little while. And they will brighten up. Alright. Okay, what I didn't check is to see if those will light without the battery being hooked up. So let's see, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. Put them on. We got both lights on. And we'll go and disconnect the battery and see what happens. No. I got an error. Got 7 volts. Got nothing. Got nothing. So at this point in time, we need the battery. We'll try tomorrow. We don't have any sun, so as of right now, they can't run without a battery. Now, here we are. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, definitely share. We'll catch you on the next Dana Crosby's Around the House.